Hello, 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 my angels, my loves. I want to do a little twin flame check in with you guys for today. I'll give you a little bit of personal description, possibly about your twin flame. Then we'll get a twin flame oracle message, time frame when you might hear from your twin flame if they make contact, and a little bit of twin flame secrets. Okay, so we're going to do that today. Um, Here we go. All right, and maybe even look at what they need to heal on, okay? Like a saint prayer card, like what they need to heal on. So Father God, I call you to come in today as I do this message. If anyone needs to hear this message, I ask that you direct them to my channel, which is Guided Leap of Faith, so that they can hear the message from you, from their angels, from their spirit team, what they need to work on, what's going on with the twin flame journey, or how they're proceeding. My spirit guides, I ask you to be with me. My ancestors crossed over, be with me, continue to feed me, watch me, surround me with your protection and your growth. Continue to give me messages through synchronicities, and I ask that my God angel come and protect me as I do this reading, protect me from any negative emotions, comments, or negative talk that's against me. Okay? Alright. Alright, guys. My angels, what do we have? Alright, spirit guides. Tell me something about the person on the collective mind. They want to know, what does a person look like? Help them to narrow in. Help the collective know if this is their story. Alright, someone might need surgery. Okay. And they might need this, with this being a pink, this makes things me help me think of a little bit of the root chakra. So just to have something to do with somebody's safety and their stability. So somebody could have had an accident or have something going on that's a serious medical condition, disease, or something they have that might require surgery in order for their survival, in order for them to sustain life, in order for them to continue. Like for instance, somebody could have high blood pressure or diabetes that's affecting their kidney, and they need dialysis. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but they need dialysis to continue their way of growth, their lifelong. Okay, so someone could have been in an accident or had an injury that requires immediate surgery, but I feel like this is something that has to do with like survival and safety. Okay, with the colors out there, just made me think about the root chakra. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like the root chakra. Yeah, this person could possibly have a Dodge car or truck, and they're feeling really exhausted right now. They're having like some mental anguish. They're just tired, or they might just be exhausted too because of this thing that's causing it to need surgery. They might just not have energy. They just might feel tired a lot, okay? Loss of energy. This person is also feeling guilty about their actions, like how they may have treated you or others in the past, guilty about the decisions that they made, just feeling guilty because possibly they were married, maybe they didn't share that with you, maybe they're feeling guilty because they of how they treated a wife or how they treated you. They treated you like a mistress in a situation. I feel like you went into a situation that you didn't know. Like somebody could have possibly told you a marriage was over and it wasn't, or someone could have told you you're separated. They weren't happy. They were leading towards divorce. Something they lied about in that situation to you that you didn't have the full story, and they feel guilty about that. And now they're just tired. They're tired because they probably feel caught in the middle. Tired of feeling guilty, tired just with energy, mentally, physically. They're just tired all the way around because of this situation that they put themselves. And it's saying that he knows about you. So the person that they have this long-term commitment knows about you. They know that they were seeing you. They know that they were involved in you. They know this person has some type of emotional attachment to you, okay? And they're very jealous of you. It's something they jealous of how you make this person feel. They're jealous of the way this person looks at you, talks about you, thinks about you. They may have even caught this person like on your social media watching you or something, but they just know like this was not a wham bam thank you ma'am situation, hookup, just a physical sexual uh, cheat, or moment. They know that this was something that this person actually gave emotions to, and I think that it stirs the third party up. They probably have a lot of conflicts in the home. Your name is coming out. Trust, your name is coming out. This is someone who could have been a mama's boy, whether it was their mother, their actual biological mother, mother-in-law, brother, sister, aunt, grandmother, whoever, but someone who was treated like a mama's boy, someone just spoiled, and possibly like the married person they were with, maybe they spoiled them, maybe they gave them finances, they gave them a sense of security, they maybe mothered them in some sense, okay? They mothered them to the point where this person was so secure in the relationship that they figure they can go out and do whatever they want to do because this person's always going to be there. This is somebody who has father issues. They could have felt abandoned, and it says I have daddy issues, and I repeat the pattern with my kids. So this is someone that, I feel like has a couple of kids, probably from different women. They're not all the same. And I feel like they just repeated a pattern. Like maybe their father had multiple kids. Like maybe their father was not there for them. They somehow feel like there's some animosity towards the relationship that they're in with their father. Okay, maybe they feel abandoned, they feel like a love, they feel like they didn't get that nurturing, but they're repeating the pattern without realizing that they're repeating the pattern, or maybe they do realize they're repeating the pattern. And this person could be a twin or have had a set of twins. Maybe their father was a twin, or maybe twins run in the family. Also, this person could have been a Gemini because twin does represent the Geminis. Okay. This person is generally outspoken. Not only that, but I feel like the third person, because this is coming under jealous, I feel like the person, the third party, is being outspoken about their jealousy and is showing their jealousy of you. Thank you for the question. It's showing their jealousy of you. They're speaking out your name. They're probably watching you, seeing what you're doing. They're accusing this person of being with you, even though that you're not really engaged with this person at this time. Some of you may still have open communication, but it's just not have given up on the relationship, but some of you just have put full closure to the relationship. But either way, I feel like this person who they have this long-term relationship and or spouse is being outspoken and it's showing your jealousy, okay? And your person's just exhausted. They're tired. They're just tired of hearing it, tired of hearing about your name. Are they tired of the accusations? Are they tired of like this person spying, looking, searching you and saying what you're up to, okay? But this is that person's karma. It really is, because they made this bet and they had to lie on it. It's their situation because they were just honest. They were deceitful in the relationship. Okay, and so now it's causing them to be withdrawn. So they are feeling withdrawn and resentful. They resent that they brought this on themselves. They're resentful for you walking away, how they treat the relationship with you, the loss of you, separation, and they're just withdrawn. They're in their feelings right now about the whole thing. They just don't want to be bothered. They don't want to go out. If this is somebody who usually went out, hung out, had good times, like they don't want to do that. They just want to stay home. They want to stay to themselves. They want the separation actually between them and a person that they're with. So if they have their own place where they go for realization, rather they have their own little setup somewhere else, they're going there for periods of time, to relax, just to get away from the one that they're with. They go to their own home or just their own spot somewhere, whether they go out fishing, whether they go out shooting pool, whether they just go sit in their car and sit on a lake, watch. They have a spot that they go to that brings them some type of peace where they can just be with themselves to get away from who they're with for a little while at least. Yellow, so this person could have a yellow car, yellow housing. Yellow can be their favorite color, but yellow also makes me think about the third chakra, which is your solar plexus. And so yellow can talk about transformation. This person said they want to get their power back. They know they need to make some changes. It also talks about their self-esteem. Like this person maybe went back to a situation because they had low confidence in themselves. Maybe they didn't feel like they were worthy of you. Maybe they had insecurities. They had things, they had daddy issues. They had things they had to work on outside of the fact that this was this person's karma. They could have actually been a twin flame, because if they have twin out here, they just need to work on themselves, and they weren't able to get to your situation because they just didn't feel worthy. They didn't feel like enough, or maybe their self-esteem was too high and they didn't feel like you measured up, or maybe they felt like a situation was better for them. Okay, something about car is out here. Again, they could have a yellow car. This person just could be out on the road in the car to get away from everything. They just like to go for drives. That's their peace. You could have met this person while looking for a car, or you guys could have used to just sit in a car, chit chat, and talk. you know, because it is under like jealousy, outspoken card. So you guys could have like just met up a lot, and it had something to do with the car. Okay, maybe you guys should just meet up, sit in the car, listen to music, and just, you know, enjoy a beer or wine or drink and just talk. I don't know. Someone could have been a nurse or CNA. Someone could be married to a nurse or CNA, or we did have surgery out here. Someone we have this is going back to healthcare again. Like somebody's maybe opening up and they outspoken and talking about their situation, you know, with that nurse or that CNA. Okay, who knows? Put it where it goes. Someone could be thinking about doing that. Someone tows cars. So somebody might have like to tow cars. Someone might need to have their car towed somewhere to get it fixed or work on, or someone just simply work on cars, or yeah, looking at towing cars, or someone's car could be towed because it's getting repossessed because they have bad credit. They have bad credit, couldn't keep up with the payments, and maybe they just having a lot of financial things going out, a lot of financial difficulties at this point. They're losing the house, their bank account, you know, is going. They're getting hit with bills back to back, and it's because of their karma for dealing with the situation, for having a mistress and a married couple at the same time, instead of choosing one or the other, by trying to juggle the both, whether it's a wife or living or husband or living situation. And now it's for like everything is like a domino effect on them. One thing has happened back to back to back to back, and they can't get over it, you know, and they know deep down inside that this is their karma about how they treated people. This person could also like to play dominoes. Okay, they're with somebody who is aggressive and being mean. Someone's aggressive with them, like they're having a very sharp tongue with them. They're bullying them around. This person could have like to have been a bully itself, but I think in this situation they're being bullied. They're with somebody who is bullying them, and they've lost control of the situation. And this, you know, this person, it could be someone who likes to wear work boots, and maybe because they tow cars they wear these work boots, but something about work boots is relevant to you in some type of way. I don't know, maybe they do construction, plumbing, tow cars that's out here. Maybe whatever they do requires them to work boots, and maybe they just constantly sit and put these boots on. Like, I don't know. Okay, maybe this person needs to take a step forward, work on their life, give somebody the boot. Okay, this person could have a deceased mother. So the person you're dealing with could have a deceased mother, and also with their survival and safety, they could just feel like they're, because I told you, like with the first chakra, maybe they feel like they're in survival mode. Okay, and maybe that's what the thing, they don't feel safe to give to relationships, because maybe they feel like people who they love disappear from their life, and so they're afraid to love. Their heart is closed. And I feel like this person, whenever they're going through that, I feel like they're in fight or flight. They're in safety mode because things are just falling apart for them. So it's bringing back to their survival. Something about 60s. Maybe the mother passed away while she was in her 60s. Okay. 6 is about lovers, choices, relationships. So again, like maybe this person needs to give the boot to someone who they're in a relationship with. 6 could also be June. Like maybe something's gonna happen in the month of June. We're in the month of June now, so it's gonna happen to it in the month of June. Alright, somebody may have to pay alimony. So if they're looking at going through a divorce or leaving a situation, they may be thinking about that they may have to pay alimony to somebody. And that may be part of their karma too, because it's coming up under this row that has married, mama's boy, and karma, nurse, aggressive, mean, and alimony. So this person that they with is pretty mean and could actually be threatening and holding over their head that they can leave if they want to, but that it's going to cost them. It's going to cost them in some way. Okay, if they have kids, it's going to cost them in child support. If they've been taking care of this person because this person doesn't really want to work or carry their own, then they may have to pay alimony. Okay, and maybe these are some things that this person is thinking about, and maybe this is some things that delayed the person from coming towards you, or they just feel exhausted about the same thing, the whole thing. Yeah, somebody was getting unemployment checks. Like I said, this person may pay alimony to somebody who wasn't working or receiving an unemployment check. Okay, this is somebody who likes to smoke, whether they're smoking weed, cigarettes, cigars, vapes, weed pens, hookah. This person likes to smoke, okay? And we did have out here toast cars, but now we have Uber drivers. So remember I said this person had back credit and toast cars, so maybe somebody might be losing a car that got repossessed or something, and maybe they need an Uber driver. Or Uber driver also to me can read that maybe somebody is not in control and they're not in the driver's seat of their life. Okay, because this is coming up under dominoes, outspoken, and car and jealous. So like maybe the third party is actually the driver in this relationship. Okay, they're driving this person's path and their choices, and they're the driving force about why this person does the things that they do. They're not they need to put their work boots on. They need to put their work boots on. They need to stand their ground and draw a line and stand firm in their decisions, but they're not. Like somebody else is controlling this relationship. Thank you. All right, so the initials that come up with the situation might relate to you are C, Z, Y, H, L, and F. So maybe your person first, last, and middle name have those initials, the street they live on. Maybe those are your initials or initials of the third party. And it could be somebody that was born in the 70s, okay? Or maybe 7 rings a bell to you, or even maybe July. All right, just give me like 2 or 3 more, and let's move on. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. Okay, yeah, I'm in survival mode. I said that earlier. Thank you for the confirmation. I told you when I saw these colors out here that someone might feel like they're in survival mode with the pink. So yeah, somebody's in survival mode right now. Somebody is just going along to get along. They're just doing what they need to do. They're being hit back to back with their karma, and they don't know what to do, and they're just barely making it. They're just getting through each day with God's grace. But you know, it's lessons to be learned from their situation, okay? There's lessons. Somebody could like to go to the corner store. Maybe they're going to the corner store to get their smoke, but they're going to the corner store a lot, or hang out at the corner store, live near a corner store, or something about a corner store. They could have met somebody there, because green is hard. It is relationships, you know. So maybe they met the person that they got involved with at a corner store, or maybe they have a corner store together. Maybe they opened up a corner store. They have a business at that corner store, okay? Someone that may have a Honda. So it could be a Honda truck, it could be a Honda car, but someone drives a Honda. You, them, the third party, or somebody that they know, okay? Let's get a few more personal descriptions, and then we're going to go into twin flame. Well, I don't know if I really need to do a personal feature. I don't want this to be too long, but we'll see. I'll just get 3. We're going to stick with 3 today, okay, guys? I need one more shuffle, and then I'll do my 3. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Okay, just give me 3 personal features. The collective. Oh, no. Somebody was in the streets. Somebody liked street fashion. Somebody was in the streets. Somebody was running the streets. Somebody liked to go out in the streets a lot. Like I said, your person could have liked to be on the go, or the third parties in the streets. And that person probably dresses a little seductive in the street fashion. Okay. Okay, these are the 2 flipped out. Yeah. So somebody that could have long hair, long wig, long weave, put where it go, or just their long natural hair. But it's someone with an average physique, or maybe that's what your person likes. That's his type or her type. Okay, they like a street mentality person, someone who dresses like with the update, you know, current look in the streets. Okay, so what is it that your twin flame would like to say to you while you guys are in no communication? Again, this is twin flame reading. If you missed that from the beginning, it's a twin flame reading. So if you don't have a twin flame, or you don't think you have a twin flame, this is not your reading. What does twin flame want to say? All of these things this time I would do. So this person didn't give to a relationship the first time. I felt like you were giving, they were not, and they feel some regret for that. They feel like that might have led to the cost between you, and now they're willing to give to the relationship. They're stalking you. Not only are they stalking you, but I feel like the third party is stalking you. Because remember, we had out here, he knows about you. So I feel like the third party is watching you as well. This person wants to know what you're up to, how you're doing it, when you're doing it. and when you're doing it. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I wonder if you're better off with it without me. And this person feel that way because they're stuck in a situation. Okay, they know they have a lot of karma they're dealing with, a lot going on in their life. They don't have that life together, and they don't really want to bring that drama into your life because you're such a caring, nurturing, loving person. And they know that they have a lot of baggage, and they just don't want to bring that baggage into your life, especially with them feeling bad that they messed up. Yeah, they know they're untrustworthy. Okay, so this person is definitely given having multiple. They could be having threesomes, orgies, staying with the same sex, just hookups. They have a lot of hookup sharing, watching. This person that you're married to could have been like, they could have had an open relationship, but this person is definitely in their lustful ways, and they know that you can't trust them, and they know that they probably can't even trust themselves to be faithful or honest with you, and that's why they're saying that you might be better off without them. But it's also saying that this is not the end, and we will cross paths again someday. So they're hoping, like, someday in the future, when they get their life together, like, and maybe you'll come back to them, or they'll have another opportunity for you guys to rebuild the relationship, even if it's just a friendship. And they hate nothing about you. Like, they love you. They just have a lot of love for you, but they just can't be with you because they have so much going on in their life, and they are in a situation that they can't see that they can get out of. I hid who I was from you for so long. Yeah, like I said, I felt like you guys were engaged in something. This person might have addictions as well, sexual, alcohol, drugs, pill. Um, this person has addictions that they hid from you. Okay, I think they hid third parties. They just hid a lot about you. They showed you like a version of them that, I want to say, they wore a mask. They showed you a version of them that they want to be, like a version of their higher self. Okay, but telepathically they are communicating with you, and their soul wants to say that they know who you are. They can't explain what they mean, and even if they could, they're not sure you understand. So this person has a lot of thoughts about you. They fantasize about you, reminisce about you, and the way they feel like they just can't put their feelings for you into, into words. But this person is definitely attached to a distorted female. And I told you I felt that way earlier. So rather, and this is like mother. So somebody who, like their mom, they didn't nurture them, they didn't care for them, to love them. The mother probably did the best that she felt like she could. So they could have had a mother that was, I don't want to say, but maybe in the streets, or maybe involved in a lot of unhealthy relationships. This mom who's no longer in their life anymore, like, she didn't encourage them, build them, she didn't pour all that unconditional love into them, and she just didn't set a good example of healthy relationships. And I feel like this person may have some feelings towards their mother, like maybe their mother had addictions, and with this mom being distorted, and this being such a small child, like, this person could have lost their mother, because we did have deceased mother at a young age, and they've been a survivor for a long age. Okay, what else is there? What else does this person like to say to the collective? And then we'll get a twin flame message. I would drown in a pool of coins if I could spend it on a lifetime with you. Like, yeah, this person would be willing to sacrifice. Like, if you gave them another chance, to open a second chance up to them after much healing from what their childhood trauma and their lustful ways and things that they're dealing with, if they had an opportunity to have a second chance with you, they wouldn't let it go. And it's nothing they wouldn't do for you, because they really do love you. Okay, it's just that right now you have boundaries. Like, you've drawn the line. You have your boundaries now, and there's no coming back. And they feel like they left you before you could leave them, because they thought you were going to hurt them. Okay, so they box themselves in. Like, see how he's drawn a line, he's in a box. Like, they really box themselves in to a situation to just accept superficial things, because they weren't willing to let you in. They have a lot of shadow work that they need to work on. They need to work on themselves, and they think it'd be selfish for you to wait on them while they work on themselves. But right now, it says it's so easy to become mentally clouded with a love as strong as ours, so focused. So they know they need to work on themselves. They left you because they felt like eventually you would hurt them, because this is what, like, they experienced in their past. They do feel like it'd be selfish if they came to and told you that what was going on, they working stuff, and they asked you to wait for them. But they just so in love with you, and you are that person's focus. Like they have a possession over you. They feel like you belong to them and no one else, and they just feel like in divine timing, like you guys are gonna come back together. Okay, so that's what I have on that. So let's get a twin flame love oracle from the angels, and then we'll get a time message, which no, we won't get a timing message because it's set in divine timing. So that is your time, divine timing. So I'm not gonna put a time on it. So we'll just get some twin flame oracle messages. And if these come out in reverse, I'm not gonna read it in reverse. It's not meant to be in reverse. Okay. All right, there, guys. What's the twin flame oracle message? We have two. He is going to approach you. He wants to explain everything. He's sorry and he's ashamed of what he has told you. He thought it was the truth when he said it, but really it was a lie. It won't take long until he's ready. Okay, so when I read this, I feel like this person probably told you, like I said, because we know here that they were involved in another situation. So like maybe when you guys met, maybe they were doing a temporary separation from this person. Like maybe they got into a big argument, they left, they said they were done, one another was over, they were going to do their own thing. And when he met you and he told you that he was in a relationship, maybe at that moment it was true, but maybe this person went back to a relationship. Okay, and when they went back to this person in their past, they did not tell you that. Okay, and they continue to breadcrumb you, mislead you, feed the relationship with you as if they were still single when they weren't. Okay, I feel like it's somebody who was seeing multiple people, not only part of that relationship, but they were just carrying on and living a life like they're single because they loved you. They loved you, and they didn't share this with you, but they just didn't. They didn't want to lose you. Okay, so that's what I get from that. Live your life and don't wait for him to do something. If he doesn't text or call you, you wouldn't want him anyway. Okay, so again, like this is about that back from you. So they're telling you to move on. Like this person has a lot going on, and this person knows it because this person said, "Would it be selfish for me to ask you to wait for me?" And yes, it would. It would be extremely selfish. Like don't wait on this person. Okay, it is a waiting game. You will be waiting a long time. Do you see all these clocks? You'll be waiting forever if you waited on this person to get their act together. And they don't want you. They love you. They miss you. They would like to have you. But they've got their own thing going on. Okay? And they are telling you, don't wait for me. Okay? The angels are telling you, like, don't wait for this person. Continue to live your life. Alright? And let me just do like a prayer card. I won't read the prayer to you because I know everybody has their own religious beliefs. So I won't read the prayer, but like just like with this person, if this person is like watching or whatever, like what they need to work on, like what is the prayer, like what is like the concept or the idea behind the prayer. If anything comes out, spirit guide. I'll do it one more time. If anything pops out, nothing pops out, and we just won't do it. It's not meant to do. Something that, yeah. Okay, so Michael the Archangel is what popped out for the prayer card, and that's what this person needs right now. Michael the Archangel, he's like the warrior of God. Like he comes in when someone is facing overcome difficulties, when someone is wrong you, like they protect you, he fights for you, he provides you with strength, protection, and courage. And I feel like that's what this person needs right now. This person needs strength, protection, and courage. Like they need to release their fears, to God, whatever's holding them back, their past traumas, whatever needs to that needs help with, okay? Because Michael the Archangel fights your battles for you. Like he protects you against the wickedness and the snares of the devil. And I feel like this is what this person needs. And I feel like with the devil being out here, like their possessions, their addictions and everything that they're holding on to, they need Michael the Archangel to come out. And I feel like Michael the Archangel is around them and trying to help them to fight these demons so that they can move on and heal. Okay, so that's my twin flame reading for you for today. I hope it resonates with you guys. If so, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted to my future readings. Again, this is Guided Leap of Faith, and I wish you a great day.